Good evening, guys. Cake back again, and we're here for another episode of Down on the Farm. So, again, we're continuing with the campaign from Farm Manager 2022, and it's time for a slaughterhouse. So we're going to start the beginnings of meat processing and whatever else that our assistant has in mind. So, with that, we're going to load up in a minute. So, yeah. So this game is really starting to grow on me. Kind of. It's a bit of an addiction right now. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So if you do, hit that like button. If you want to see more episodes from the farm, then hit that subscribe button. Turn on your bell notifications. That way you will never miss another episode or when I go live. Also, massive shout out to all 89 of my subscribers. You guys are fantastic. Hopefully we can get some more. The goal is for 100 at present. So if we can get that number higher, that would be absolutely fantastic. So, but yeah, so without further ado, let's load up and well, let's hit the slaughterhouse. Hey Benji, how you doing, brother? yeah, man. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, cheers for dropping in, brother. Alright, so we are chapter 3, which is the backup plan. Okay, so we now have to have a slaughterhouse and greenhouses. So slaughterhouses and greenhouses. So we're going to start the beginnings of meat production and fruit production. Awesome. Okay, she says, I think we should build a slaughterhouse. Okay. 3 greenhouses with strawberries, 3 greenhouses with raspberries, and 2 greenhouses with cucumbers. Okay, so now we have to pick a spot where they will be productive. Okay. Well, before we do that, we're going to give you a quick recap of what's about. Covers that one. So, okay, we're gonna have to put another vet in, otherwise we won't be able to cover all the animals. Okay, so vet. There we go. So if we put it there. Yeah, we kind of don't really get much of a choice. Alright, so I'm going to put another vet down so we don't have to keep calling one in every time we need something. Alright, so we'll let that build up. Okay, so we need to find a suitable plot for our greenhouses. So we need 8 greenhouses in total. That's a lot of greenhouses. Now I don't know whether it would actually be worth it to keep the arable farming away from the fruit production. Like say, so if you put it over here. Let's get rid of this. How big are these greenhouses? Oh, not a bad size. Okay, so let's do one there and one there for now. So these are going to be cucumbers. So we'll start these off and then we'll crack on with the rest of them. But if you guys like, you know, you're building simulator games or your management games, then this is definitely, guys, this is one for you, because you have to cover all aspects of the farm. So you have to order the food, you have to make sure that, you know, everything is there, is available. And graphically it looks pretty good. Graphically. So I mean, you can zoom the uneven ground of the dirt tracks. And look, little silos. You got the meal silo. I mean, everything even down to the cows. Like the temporary housing. The milk production plant, the logistics center, and then you got a couple of fields. And then we got the sheep and the goats, so they produce all the milks, which makes the cheeses. We can't make like yogurt and stuff like that because I don't think that works. But okay. And then you have all your barns, so barns store all your dry stuff. And then you have your warehouses then, which store all your, well, I'll show you. Okay, so this is what we can store in the warehouse. So you can have this entirely organic if you wanted to, or not. So you can store so much. You can pretty much have this farm any way you want. You know, you can have a fish farm, you can have just straight up fruit, you know, you can have it just to make bread with your bakeries and stuff like that. Or you can have straight up or greenhouse farming, so it's all good. Alright, so in here, okay, so when you click on one of your farms, well, one of your fields or one of your greenhouses, so you get this big radial menu. So before you do anything, if you press down on your D-pad, and you'll see it highlights that little up arrow, which means it puts in an irrigation system. So we'll go ahead and put in an irrigation system, so that way our guys don't have to keep watering it all the time. And we'll do the same for the next one. So, yep, so we've done that one. Okay, so we'll take the cucumbers right now. They don't really yield much, but it's a start. Tractors, the plows, that is a potato picker. So precision seeder, mower, another tractor, a windrower for putting grass in a straight line, oh, that's a trailer used for picking up grass, so it's got like a brush at the front and it gets chucked into the back. Then you have your baler, a planter, a water tank, a cultivator, a manure spreader, and a chest trailer. And then you have the seed drill, and then the headers for the harvester, and then the sprayer. And then we have the garage. Oh yeah, look at it, look, how cool is that? You can see through the ceiling, and you got the little guys, you got the people there that are currently working on the 2 greenhouses, sowing it for cucumbers. I mean, look at them, they're busy working away, you know. It reminds me, I should review their wages soon, and the number of hours they do. You know, like any good boss does, you know, reviews the hours, reviews the wages. Alright, so those are our cucumber greenhouses. So we now have to put in 3 strawberry greenhouses and 3 raspberry warehouses. So what does the barn hold? Okay, so we can't put it in the barn, so we now have to put in a warehouse. So I'll put the warehouse right there. How many people live in here? 8. Ah, we may have to put some seasonal housing down. So that's the warehouse to be able to store the cucumbers that we're going to be growing, because we can't put them in the barn, so because they're not dry, they're, you know, they're fresh. I mean, there are scenarios for this, so you can have it tells you to build certain types of farms per the scenario. There's also a free farming mode if you just want to go ahead and build a farm and see what you can do with it. Or there's the campaign. So I like the campaign, but I will be having a go at free mode. We'll even do another video once we've got to the end of the campaign regarding all the different scenarios, and see if we can do those. So I've got a few more videos to come on this one just yet. But we're still in the race to 100 subs, which would be amazing if we can get there. That would be awesome. Well, for the minute, I'm just glad you guys like what I'm doing. So all these little white vans that you see trundling around the farm, they're actually from the logistics center. So they deliver. So they'll go to the cow shed and pick up the milk, and they'll deliver it to the milk processing plant and then go back to the logistics center. But they go all over the place, delivering everything that they need. So the food for the animals, the seedings for the fields. Alright, so let's see how our first lot of greenhouses are getting on. Alright, so they are... Oh. Oh, look at that. With a shovel. Going to work. Goodness, what I pay you for. So they'll be done soon enough. Oh, that's ploughing in progress and ploughing in progress. So these two will work on this greenhouse and these other two guys will work on this greenhouse. So we can speed this up. So if we click the left stick as a button, so twice, and they go faster. So let's see what kind of yield that these greenhouses produce. We have to build a slaughterhouse. Oh, another new animal. Oh, great. Oh, the sheep are breeding again. And the goats are breeding again. Awesome. So I think we will have to put a slaughterhouse somewhere over here. Or here. Or here. So it's not too far. Well, it is quite far from these, but it's not too far from these. Okay, so they finished those. Yeah, so they're cultivating in progress. Okay. So let's build the next 3. Okay, so 1, 2, and then 3. So then we have to put a road in, so carry on with the themes and we're on the dirt road. Okay, so and then we choose the crop again. So we'll choose strawberries or raspberries. I'm thinking, alright, we'll do raspberries first. Oh, there she goes. There it goes. So let's see what kind of yield we get from our first set of greenhouses. Pretty sure we don't have to assign a worker, but let's double check. No. No. So we don't have to assign any worker, just a worker that has nothing to do will work one of these houses, one of these greenhouses. Alright. So next up, Slaughterhouse. Oof, 340,000 for a slaughterhouse, jeepers. Okay, so somehow I think we need to let the money build up first. Okay, so we'll let the all the milks build up. So we'll leave that go for the time being. So, I mean, if you guys have got Xboxes, this has been on Xbox the whole month prior to it being on PlayStation Store. But genuinely, this is actually quite fun. So you can tell that they have put effort in, you know, down to like all the textures that they've got going on, all the different things that are happening at once. So not enough staff. Well, if they can't work the fields, they'll work the greenhouses. So, oh, and it's, well, would you look at that? It's snowing. You gotta love it when these games show you weather conditions. It looks awesome. Like when this gets back to spring again, you'll actually see all the ground thaw out, so you'll see all the roofs come back to normal, and then the ground then will follow. But this game is genuinely fun. Like if you guys don't mind, you know, like actually thinking about it rather than just playing it, then you know this is a good one for you guys. If you guys like your city builder ones, like this is technically you just build a farm and manage it. But you have to cover everything, so you build the farm the way you want to. So obviously if you saw in the warehouse, there is a, well, you can look in the barn really. So if you look at where it's got all the ones that have bio next to them, they're organic. So you can have a completely organic farm if you wanted to. Which is cool. So, but I'm not going to pay 340,000 for a slaughterhouse just yet. I need the milk to build up so we can actually sell it. But it also gives you some pretty good prices of how much things are worth. So that's, you know, 12,000, nearly 13,000 litres of milk, and you get 51,000 for it. So they're not bad prices. But it can go up to, I think, the accumulated holding of milk in this game. I think you can actually have, at the minute, like my warehouses can store 175,000. So that's a lot. But there is so much that you guys can hold in here. You can hold all your fertilizers, you can hold all your fruits, your jams, your different meat cuts. You can make ketchups and hold your meats. Your breads, your pumpkins, your fruits. But you also get to see everybody, walking around doing their jobs. I mean, even if you zoom all the way out, you can still see people, walking around doing what they need to. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and sell all 3 milks, and if we have any cheeses left, so I think we're going to sell those 2. Right, so we can sell pretty much all this. So we'll put that one, that one, that one, that one. So, okay, so we've got all 3 milks. So we've got cows, goats, and sheep milk, and goat's cheese that we can sell and actually turn a tidy profit at 112,000. So that's not too bad. So we're going to go ahead and sell that. Okay, so that's gone. So that puts us now at 565,000. So we're going to let the milks build up again for a second time. So we're going to get through to spring. And then we're going to go ahead and finish up the greenhouses and put a slaughterhouse in. So for all you vegetarians out there, do not worry. It is simply a game, so don't worry. And if you want to make this a completely vegetarian or vegan farm, then you simply don't have animals. You don't have to have animals. So you can be purely a crop farming farm. And you can have it organic, so, spoiled for choice, really. But I would definitely recommend this for you guys that like your simulation, your city builder games, your simulation games, or your farming games. It's completely different to the farming games that I'm used to. Like, I'm used to the ones where you jump into this, like, full-on tractor, and you just plow a field, and then you go back, you get the next piece of equipment, you then cultivate the field, you go back, you get a seeder, you seed the field, you go back, you get the sprayer, you feed it, So this is completely different to me, but I find these types of games enjoyable. I can get lost in them for hours, and I literally mean hours. And like any farm, you have things that go wrong. So we press the touchpad, go down to the warning triangle, and apparently we have no warehouse for the small sheds. Show me. Ah, okay. I thought we did have a warehouse, but never mind. Okay, so I'm guessing we've run out of space. So what we're going to do is we're going to press and hold triangle, and bring up the build menu. So we're going to go and find another warehouse. There's a warehouse. And we set off to build another warehouse, so we can actually hold everything that we need, because right now apparently they need a warehouse close by. We also need another manure silo, so we're going to take this one and we're going to build another one right there. exactly. So at least, yeah, they tell you what's wrong and then they tell you what you need. So you can just go ahead and go straight in. And provided you have the funds available, you can buy it. So they haven't started growing yet. So we're going to put in the irrigation system. So right now they're going to be sprayed. So that prevent all the bugs and stuff. But this game really gives you an idea of what it's like to actually run your own farm. You have to pay specific attention to everything. So you have to make sure that your animals are fed. You have enough, products to be able to turn into something else in the processing plants. You have to make sure that there's a vet on standby to make sure that your animals don't get sick. You gotta have your silage, you gotta have your manure silos, you gotta have your normal silos, your warehouses, your logistics buildings to coordinate all your deliveries to various parts of the farm. So it's not a case of put this down here and hope for the best. I mean, you literally have to put down electricity pylons, otherwise your building simply won't have electricity, so they can't run. So it takes into account everything that it possibly could take to run your own farm. Okay, so we're just going to have a quick look at our top bar to make sure. Okay, so milk. So that's cow's milk, and then you have sheep's milk and goat's milk. So it depends on, you can have an entirely goat farm, you can have an entire sheep farm. I mean, it even offers you ostriches. So you can actually have ostrich farm, you can farm for eggs. You can turn your farm into the meat industry if you so desired to. You can have it completely organic, as I said before. If you want to have it like vegetarian, you can actually have it. You have to do it in free play mode because the campaign mode wants you to have animals. It wants you to have animal products. So, but if you wanted to do a vegetarian or vegan farm, you can primarily just have greenhouses. You can do a greenhouse farm if you so desired to. Oh, so apparently one field has no staff, and the other one has run out of stock to feed the animals. So what we'll do is we'll sell a couple of these. But yeah, there's a few things that you have to maintain. So you have to maintain the food levels for your animals. You have to maintain your fertilizer levels, which can be really expensive. But you do get reduced yields. You can get diseased fields. Your animals get sick. So it's basically how a real farm would run, I suppose. I mean, you can speed up time, you can slow down time, as usual. There is a tutorial that you can do at the start of this, if you so desired to, or you could just learn it as you go. Like me, I prefer to learn as I go. So at least that way then I'm not just playing it for the sake of it, but I'm actually, learning how to play it as I go. Alright, let's check the market again. Whoa. There we go, we're gonna make 97,000 for those. So, it's all good. Anyway, if you guys are just tuning in right now, hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the farm. Where our current mission is to have a slaughterhouse and 8 greenhouses. So right now we have 5 greenhouses, but no slaughterhouse. I haven't built one yet because it's rather expensive, and I want to get the bank up a little bit more before I commit to the slaughterhouse. I mean, this is definitely a strategy game for sure. So you can change, you can have it the most profit, you can make any kind of form of farm you like. And spring is back, so the fields will start being worked now. So as you can tell, all the roofs have thawed out and the snow is gradually disappearing. The last little bit, snow in spring. And there it goes again. Like so, you see all the roofs defrost, and then the ground should swiftly follow. So it should change from a lovely white to a lush green. So, but our greenhouses produce all year round, so they're covered. So it might be a wise choice for you guys if you're just starting out on the free mode to invest in greenhouses early. And at the minute, ooh, hello. So if you look at the top of the screen, you'll see a green bar and a red bar. So the green bar indicates the price of which product is going up. So our price of either, I think it's goat's milk, is actually going up. So the price is going up by 11%. Oh, you can have different fertilizers. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so that's your atypical fertilizer. Then you have, I think it's compost, and I know exactly what that is. So, I mean, they even dress for the job. Look. And then they start spraying. So everything in the greenhouse is done by hand, so there's no machines involved. Ooh, raspberries, nearly done. Oh, of course, here we can't have those in there. So they have to go into here. So if we scroll down, oh, well, I guess they haven't moved them yet. So it has to be a certain number before they move them. So as it stands, we have 494 cucumbers. Oh, that's a lot of cucumbers. Oh, great. And the goats are breeding again. Yep, the goats are breeding again. Ooh. And the sheep are breeding again. So there we go, 5 and 5. So if you regulate their numbers, then it becomes quite profitable. So where's the it's over here. Okay, so let's release our workforce. So we stop producing cheese right now, which means that wherever these guys go, it can go to the fields, they'll go to the greenhouses, which is fine, because you don't have to produce it all the time. Although what I would have liked to have seen is producing a different number of products at the same time. At the minute, this seems to only be able to handle one. So, and you have to change it every time. So you have normal cheese, well, yellow cheddar cheese, and then you have butter, organic cheese, goat's cheese, sheep cheese, and you can have organic versions of all of them. So if we started to make organic goat's cheese, 3,450 kilograms, so 3.5 tons of organic yellow cow's cheese would fetch us 105,000, and that's for 3.5 tons. So organic, yes, it yields the biggest return. So if we have organic sheep's cheese, that's nearly 160,000 for 4.5 tons. So that's not too bad. Ah, we have a diseased field, look, see? So do I want an irrigation system? No, there's no point in putting an irrigation system into a field, because it just rains constantly. So, but we can choose the fertilizer for each of these fields. So they may, I think we might do that. So let's change the fertilizer. Okay, so if we go for this one. which I don't actually know which is better, but it doesn't say. So we keep choosing. We got an absolute boatload of manure, so we'll just use that. I don't know if it increases the yield, but we're about to find out. So it's going to take another 51 days to grow. Wow. 50 days. There we go. That's got 37, 64. That's still being cultivated. So, our little staff are running around like headless chickens, and we're still creating milk galore, so we can start selling that and make some money back. So, the idea being is if you get to 25,000 of the cow's milk, and you start producing cheese and butter, it will take its time to run out. It will run out, but just not as fast. So we've got no staff for the processing plant yet, but that's okay. And then you get charged then a month per everything, which really knocks. It takes a huge bite out of your main bank balance, which is in the top left-hand corner. So you then have to compensate for that loss. But if you know you're going to lose 50 of whatever currency this would be, it would be a good idea to actually make as much money as you can, say in your first, I don't know, 3 months. So if you see, well, I would say the idea being is if you see winter at least twice, and then you start selling that following spring, you will still have money left. But in the spring, everything grows. So you'll have the goats breeding, you'll have the sheep breeding, and you'll be able to feed them and keep them that way, so they keep producing and producing and producing. So until we send them to the slaughterhouse. Oh look, we've got a new animal. And the goats are breeding again. And that's the vet. Oh look, we have another one. The sprayers are working. That's the water one. So, if I was to put an irrigation system into each 3 of these fields, then there would be no need for a tank with water. I mean, that's cool. It shows you like all parts of the growth, so which is actually really good. Some games don't. And then the buildings look really good. You know, you got your vet clinic, well, one of the 2 vet clinics. You have the warehouses, the greenhouses, the permanent staff houses. So you can have seasonal staff, but you set how long they work for. well, even the permanent staff, you can set, you know, you can set how much they're paid a month, and you can set how many hours in a month they do. So as you can see at the top of the screen of the big grey bar, our milk production is quite fast. You also get a really big square area to work with, so you can push it right towards these boundaries. Oh. Well, if we go to the market, so press and hold triangle and highlight the market icon, and then press R2 to sell, you can actually check how much everything is worth. So 20,500 litres of cow's milk, 88,000. That's a really good price. And then we have the sheep's milk, so that's 17,000 for 1,300. So imagine how much it would be if we had, I don't know, 20,000 sheep's milk. That would actually be quite a sizable profit. So I mean, that's goat's milk, which isn't as same as goat's milk, but it does command a pretty decent price. So you can also set the priority of the the field or the greenhouse, so you can have them like harvested earlier, cultivated earlier. At least our milk tallies are going up, and our fields are now currently being worked and seeded and cultivated. So we should have more crops soon. All our animals are fit and healthy, which is all good. It's going to be a shame to send some off to the slaughterhouse, but that's just the way it is. Alright, so we're going to sell the stuff, some of the stuff that we have. So if we sold cows, sheeps, the cheese. Okay, so all of those products will net us 142,000, which isn't too bad. Well, it appears that one of our greenhouses is not... It still says cultivating in progress. I don't see how, because it's already been cultivated. And now summer's here. Okay, so this should finish up the rest of our greenhouses, so we're going to go ahead and put strawberries in each one. So we've already got 8 workers in there, so they're fine. We've also got 3 workers in there, but that's fine because they've got to be closer. So if we build another one, house for seasonal employees. There we go. So what that will do then is that will pull us in some random workers that should be able to help with the greenhouses in the fields. Okay. And that will net us another 2 workers. In fact, that nets us a whole troop of workers. So as it stands, we've got everything up and running. We've got farms, we've got sheep working, we've got goats running, we've got cows, and now we nearly have all of our greenhouses. Well, we've got our greenhouses. We just now need to build a slaughterhouse because they've all got the specified crops in them. Oh, more problems. Staff shortage. Right. Oh, what else have we got? That's the problem. Oh, they don't like this. This guy doesn't like manual labor. Well, tough. You're working on a farm, so manual labor is part and parcel. Ah, the raspberries are being harvested. So we've got our little pickers going in, look, pick them up, put them in the crates, and job done. So we can actually monitor everything that's going on with the warehouse. We can actually interchange the top menu to keep track of everything we're producing. So the guys are currently now working inside the other newly built 3 greenhouses for strawberries. So let's see what kind of return we can get on those. Okay, so we hit the market and we can sell oh, it's not too bad. There you go, see, and everything comes in a price again. So we have to pay the upkeep for every building that we own. So, and the good news is you can actually lease equipment if you are running low on funds, so you can actually lease it. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to the farm. This is Farm Manager 2022. So as you can see, we've now just built greenhouses, so we're farming strawberries, cucumbers, raspberries in these greenhouses. So we've got fodder beets in this field, we've got grass in this field, and then we also have now oats. So we've been growing these for quite a while, which keeps our cows fed, which keeps our sheep fed and our goats fed. So, which allows us to pretty much have an endless supply of milk as long as we keep on top of it. And some of these can actually be sprayed by hand. Oh. There we go, that's our third raspberry greenhouse. So now we're just waiting on strawberries. So, but another aspect of this that I do actually like is when your employee gets tired, they literally just stop what they're doing and then they go and rest. So you don't have to tell them, it's automatic. And there goes our second cucumber greenhouse. I mean, that's a fairly big farm. I mean, it's going to get a lot bigger when we start adding more buildings, when we need to start creating more fields. So, but until then, we're just going to sit back and watch the milks roll in, and the strawberries, and the raspberries, and the cucumbers. Also, if you guys have any feedback as to like where I can sort of like make improvements to the stream, which games you want to see, yeah, I'm open to suggestions as long as I own it. I mean, like if I don't have it and it's on the store, and it's, you know, if it's cheap enough, then I can probably get it, and then I can actually start producing content on it. So, but I've got so many games that I can do content for. I've got a lot to choose from. So I was going to double check on our strawberries because I don't seem to have any registered as having been grown. So, well, they're growing now. Plowing, and then, spraying. But if we highlight the actual worker, you can actually see, like, there. So if you look, you can see how much they're paid and how many hours they do, whether they do manual labor or use machines. So we can train them, which increases their morale. So, and then they're about to go in and spray it, and we've just hit the month again. So every single field and greenhouse and building has a fee that gets paid. Put another seasonal worker house in. So there we go, and that should fill up a bit. So there we go. Which should help us then with the sowing, planting of the fields and so on and so forth. There we go, fertilising. And they're growing. So they have 10 days left and they have 29 days left. So they've got a month, they've got 10 days. And all the cucumbers, they're nearly done again, which is awesome. The raspberries, which are nearly done again. So oh. Okay, so all our greenhouses have been planted. We're just waiting on them to grow. We're down to the last 3 months before our seasonal staff disappear. So they finish it in October, and then they won't be back then till the next spring, where they can plant and sow and fertilise the fields and greenhouses all over again. We're going to upgrade the house. So we just upgraded the house. For another 10 grand, you can actually upgrade your house to look really quite good. Well, there goes There goes my milk processing plant. So there's a fire that's broke out, so we've called the fire brigade and they should be on their way very soon. Ah, here they come now. And then we now have to renovate it for 34,000. We have to repair it basically. I mean, not only does this game, you know, look good, it plays really well, and it's fairly simple to get to grips with as long as you paid attention to the tutorial. It's quite a fun game because you get to do everything. So you don't just have to manage it; you have to like physically build it. So it's a case of you pick where you want to put your fields, you pick where you want to put all your buildings, your warehouses. It's entirely player's choice, really. Except for like a couple of houses where you can't move them, they physically have to be left in situ. Well, apparently we had an injury at one of our silage silos. I don't know how that works, but yeah, apparently we had an injury. So, oh dear. Well, there's an insurance claim. There's 3 strawberry greenhouses and then there's 3 raspberry greenhouses. What we don't have is 3 cucumber greenhouses. So if we put another one in, we can and put a road in. So what we'll do now is we'll put an irrigation system in, and then we'll find the cucumber seeds and we'll put them in. There we go. So 3, 3, and 3. And our little dudes are busy. We're spraying in the greenhouses, so we get a half decent yield, so that's fine. Apparently we don't have enough straw, so we're gonna, buy 10,000 more units. Or see if it 5,000. There we go, 5,000 more units. That's strange, considering we got 3 fields here that, 2 of them actually give off straw. So I don't know how that works. And our upkeep's just come out. That's 75,000. Well, our collection is knocking up nicely. So we've got 921 raspberries, 773 strawberries, excuse me, 792 litres of goat milk and 636 litres of sheep's milk. We've also got sheep's cheese as well. Apparently we need another manure silo, which is strange. But, hey, it is what it is. So we'll put another one in. Yep, there we go, that's sorted that out, and now it gives us 80. So that gives us 80,000 litre storage of manure, because it's 20,000 per storage container. So oh, for God's sake, the bloody goats are at it again. So we got our deliveries running on time. They're taking this to that place, they're taking that to this place. So they're taking all the food to the sheds, they're taking all the produce from the sheds to either the milk processing plant or, well, it's the only one that I have, so. Ah, they're selling my greenhouse again. Good, this is giving us a fairly decent return. Hey, you right, Nick? How you doing? Work okay? So you're just catching up, bro? I've planted, I've got some greenhouses going on. I gotta put a slaughterhouse in now, so just gotta make some bank up so I can get a slaughterhouse. Hey, do you get that thing sorted? Which means I've just got to let everything grow for a while, and then we can take it all to the market, and then we can sell it on, and that should get us some bank. Sondo. So as long as we've got the bank, we can crack on with the slaughterhouse and continue with the campaign. I mean, the animals are making some serious milkage, like, going on right now. Like, serious milkage. We're talking literally a delivery. Yeah, Sunday. So it has to get to a certain level before it gets delivered from the pen to, like, like the warehouse to its eventual storage place. But yeah. So you don't really need the fields. The fields are just there as part of the campaign. Really. I mean, I could take these out, but that would mean I would have to buy everything. So, but you can easily fit another 2 pens in there, 2 pens in there, and 2 pens in here. So you could have a load of animal farming if you wanted to. Alright, so we have just under 9,500 litres of cow's milk, just under 1,500 litres of goat's milk, and under 1,200 litres of sheep's milk. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a quick look at the markets, and we're going to check the values. Alright, so this one is sheep's milk. Okay, so 14 grand for 1,200 litres. I mean, that's a really good price. However, see, the price of that was supposed to be going up, but it's not. Well, it is going up, just not yet. But there's not a lot of demand for it. $23,500 for just over a ton of goat cheese. Oh, winter is coming. Right, so let's change the production of this one once this is done. And then what we'll do is we'll change the production to sheep cheese. It'll go. It's okay. Oh look, and apparently they're starving again, which means they haven't had their delivery. And winter is back. So, and the seasonal staff have disappeared, but they'll be back in the spring. Well, we could, I suppose, yeah, we'll buy that for the minute. Buy it in for the minute, if they're not producing. Oof. And there goes that. Thing is that we actually get a pretty good return on sheep cheese. So if we look at the sheep cheese, which is down the bottom here, so 4.5 tons nets us 105,000. So I think if we can get to 4.5 tons, I mean, I think we'll be able to actually make some money back, like quite a bit. And if it's organic, it costs, you'll get more. So let's sell the fruit that we have. Okay, so if we take them and them. We take, right, so if we sell those right now as it stands, So 1,120 raspberries at 26 grand, and then we have 1,660 strawberries at nearly 20 grand. So it's not bad. It's a pretty good return. So we'll sell those. We'll check the cucumbers. We don't get a lot for cucumbers, but it'll do. So as you can see, our greenhouses are producing. Oh, these raspberries are being harvested. Let's check on our cheese. Oh, we got 300 cheese there. So if we keep going with this, and we put that up to 4.5 tons, that's 104,000. So that's a pretty good return. So that's not too bad. So we're currently at 10% of our initial yield that we want to create. Let's see if we can add another member of staff. So what we need is manufacturing. Here we go. There we go. Oh, where's my... Has that gone to the warehouse? Let's have a look. Let's see if it's gone to the warehouse. Yes, it has. So it's gone to the warehouse. So we're not even at 50% capacity of the warehouse yet. So every 450 litres of cheese actually gets shipped from the processing plant to the warehouse. So we've got deliveries all over the place. Ah, the vet. Again. Oh look, the goats are breeding again. Goats are worse than rabbits. Seriously. Okay guys, so remember we're on the road to 100 subs. Alright, that would be fantastic if we could get that. So 100 subs, if we can get some likes for this video, then that'll be amazing. But any game suggestions are welcome. If I own it, I can produce content on it. Okay, we're going to swap out one of our monitorings. So if we change out the fodder beats, we can actually change it so we can monitor the amount of sheep's cheese that we're manufacturing, so we can keep an eye on it, so we know when we've hit that 4.5 ton mark. Okay, so we're at 1200, so we're about a quarter of the way towards our eventual goal. So we're on our way. We're producing a bit, so we're getting better. But this is definitely a game if you just want to chill, play something. You don't have to go mad for it. As soon as you've set up all your basics, like all your farm machinery and all your like your fields to feed your animals and all the rest of it, it's fairly self-explanatory. The campaign tells you exactly what you need. And then typically the rest is just up to you. So you pretty much decide which direction you want to, take your farm. Okay, so we're 1/3 to our yield of sheep's cheese, which is all good, which is where we want to be. Starving animals. No, you're not starving, you silly goats. Because you're still producing, which means you're still getting fed. So you literally just you haven't had your delivery of food yet. But it will get to you. Don't worry. You'll be fine. If you notice the top to left-hand corner, our seasonal workers have gone. But they will be back. So our greenhouses are operated by our seasonal workers. Oh, and some permanent workers. So they come away from the fields during the winter months and they head into the greenhouses. So, which is okay, because when the season comes back, our seasonal workers then hit the greenhouses and our permanent workers go back to the fields. And they deal with the logistics, so they deal with all the food deliveries. And there it goes. Ooh, there goes all our expenses. Alright, as our cows are readily producing milk. So let's go back to the market and we can sell our milk off. Ooh, now that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so our total for our milk products and our three main fruit and vegetable products that we have going on right now. So our total value is 173,480. So we're going to take a piece of that, as it will be readily produced over the course of the next few cycles. So we're going to go ahead and sell that and let them crack on. So as you can see, our sheep, goats still producing, our cows are still producing. So yeah, we're still producing milk at a rate of knots. We're still growing all the cucumbers, the raspberries and the strawberries, you know, so they're constantly producing. We're still making our sheep's cheese, still. Although our sheep's milk is going to run out at some point. And then we'll probably have to buy it back in, so our seasonal workers are back, so they'll crack on with all the greenhouses. Our deliveries are still being made, our cheese is still being made. So far, not a lot negatives. Oh, plant 2 cucumber seed in 2 greenhouses. Oh, okay. Well, that'll have to wait for these then. Well, one of those is being seeded right now. So that's cool. So that would knock us up to 1 again. So there's 1. So that's being fertilized, and then it gets seeded. Oh dear, oh, we got 2 problems. Okay, what we got? So not enough, okay, well, spring is back. So they should produce, the sheep and the goat should produce a bit more. So greenhouse for cucumbers has been fertilized. It will now be seeded. And so will this one. So yeah. So production is good. Production is very good. Hey Nick, you're right, man. So if you guys are just tuning in now, welcome to the farm. This is Farm Manager 2022. So I picked this up day before yesterday, and I've pretty much been addicted to it ever since. But I like, you know, simulation games, I like farming games, and I like simulation farming games that allow you to build your own farm. $47,000. Ouch. I'm not paying 47,000 for that. You're having a laugh, mate. I want nature to take its course. Well, Production stopped right now producing the sheep's cheese, but we are up to 2,850, so we're nearly there. So I want to hit that 4.5 ton mark before we start selling. But our milk production is, you know, is rocking on. So no major issues as of yet. We've had 39,000. Oh, bite the bullet. There we go. All right. So at some point, sometimes you do have to, you know, buy additional resources, but it's not so bad, especially when, you know, the end goal for the sheep's milk is to produce 4.5 tons of sheep's cheese. So once we produce that, I can then sell it and make what I paid for in terms of resources. I can make that back again plus more. So it's a worthy sacrifice. So apparently it's 9 grand now. Okay, fine. Not a problem. So we're now at 3 tons of sheep's cheese. Although what I probably could do now is actually, given the fact that these are climbing steadily and these are climbing steadily, how about we put some more goats and sheep pens in. So let's go to the build menu. We'll hit up the animal pens, so we're going to go for the small shed at 18 grand. So we'll turn that around and then we'll plonk that one there and that one there. So we'll wait for those to be built and then we'll put more goats and more sheep in so we can increase our goat's milk and sheep milk production. Oh, they need electricity. Okay. So we'll run this down here, and then over the top of that there, and then we'll link it up to there. All done. Alright, so then we'll do this one, so goats. So we'll take 5 goats, and then we'll take 5 sheep, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we're going to choose the foods. And again, choose the foods. Oh, then we need 2 more staff. Okay. So, who is here that we can assign this to? Nobody. Animals. Here we go. So, up, up. Down, down, down. Right, they're not close enough. Okay, so why are you living in a hotel in Las Vegas, bro? Wow, dude, I bet that is expensive. Ouch. Okay, so we need to put another house in. It costs more for a... Oh, 3 days. Are you on holiday, is it? Or you got business? we put that down. So now we need to put a road to it. There we go. Okay, so that's that built. So now we need to add staff. So where's my animals one? Ah, there we go. So you can be a permanent employee. So that one there. And this one here. So we'll increase, down, down, down. And then house for permanent employees 4. Okay, so done. So now we're going to assign you and you. So they need food, which they will get. They'll get it eventually, unless they all die first, which I doubt it. But no, they'll get food. They should be fine. There we go. Hold on. Right. To the barn. Oh, for crying out loud, they bloody died. And they died. For Christ's sake. Right, 1 and 2. Right, so all their food's there, so that's fine. And that's fine. Alright, so now we can ramp up milk production even more. Oh, what's the problem? I don't have enough straw. Okay, fine. So let's go to the market. And down. Straw. So we're going to ramp this up to about 5,000 units, just to make sure that we're tied over. Okay, there we go, 5,000 units. Okay, so we're now going to ramp up milk production hefty. So, we are almost at our 4.5 ton mark for sheep's cheese. So as soon as that hits that, we can sell that then for 104,000. And then we're going to halt production of cheeses. Okay, so that's that stopped. Okay. Oh no, we're not there yet. Bugger. So let's assign you back and you back. Okay. Right, so we'll let this one work its magic. So this would be the last one before we hit the 4.5 ton mark. So 4,500 litres of sheep's cheese. I don't know if you guys have ever tried sheep's cheese. It's not bad. It's quite strong. Goat's cheese is very mild and sort of like brittle. So, but they're both nice. I mean, I'm not a big cheese fan. I used to work with it a bit, so it was nice. I mean, it all depends on what you want to do with it. So, I mean, like you could take like a small cube of like goat's cheese or sheep's cheese and wrap it in like a meatball, and then oven it. And what you have then is a melt in the middle meatball, which is quite nice. Yeah, the Greeks do it with feta, so, and that's nice. That's nice also. You can also mix it with spinach and put it in tortellini. You can put it in puff pastry and have it as a tart with like a savoury egg custard, which is always nice. So you can make a quiche out of it. You can put it on a pizza, put it on a burger. So it's got its uses. So we are ramping up production of all of our milk. So I might actually put another cow barn in. No, we'll leave it. So we'll leave it as 2, 2, and 2. Oh, that was a kicker. Jeepers. Alright, so we're nearly at 5 tons of sheep's cheese, so by the time this next one is done, we'll be at 5,100 litres of sheep's cheese. We don't seem to be growing many cucumbers though, so I'm going to double check on these cucumbers. Oh, they're growing. Ah, okay, they grow really slowly. Oh, they're nearly done. And they've got 34 days on, so 34 days, 12 days, and 1 day. Okay, so we're nearly there. So we're ramping up. We've got fruit production going on, so we've got plenty of strawberries coming, plenty of raspberries coming, and we should have some cucumbers coming. Oh, you run out of food already? Really? Stop eating everything in sight. You'll get your delivery, don't worry. The logistics center covers a massive area, so you'll be fine. It covers everything, so we could put them over here if we wanted to. So, but we're not gonna. We'll leave it where it is. Oh, what else? Ah, we have a broken machine. We have a broken sprayer. Okay, so 5,250. So release you, and that's that done. Okay, so now we're going to go to the market. So now we can sell our 5,200 sheep's cheese, 140k. Nice. 1,200, even better. And then cow's milk, 264, and then goat's milk, 287,000. That will do just nicely. You see what I mean? So, because we're ramping up our production of milk, so milk in this game is actually quite profitable. but I need to have about 700,000 in order to do the slaughterhouse properly. So we're nearly there. We're at 482,000, and it's going to be quite the kicker when we have to do our end of month upkeep fees. Okay, so summer's come back around. Oh, we have an issue. Oh, no, we don't need to sign any stuff to the dairy just yet. Okay, so let's clear all these off. Done all those. We still need the slaughterhouse. We'll get there. But I need to keep it as far away from, the animal, milk production as possible. So, which is a more profitable than cheese? Which is a better one for a dairy product? So what's this one? $23. So, okay. Oh no, it's a cell. No, and no. Not yet. Not yet. And not yet. Okay, so let's change the production. So that price has gone down now. It's at 99 per 4.5 ton. I wonder if we should go organic. I wonder what would happen if we went organic. It's a little bit late in the season to start changing. So I think we'll leave it as it is, but if that's nearly 100,000 per 4.5 tons. So 5 tons would be about 200,000. So, alright, we'll keep that as it is. Oh good, our strawberries and raspberries are rolling in. Our cucumbers are useless. Oh, you're starving again, huh? I doubt it. You'll be fine. So, as soon as we've got the slaughterhouse, we can actually probably get rid of the cucumbers and replace them with a more profitable fruit. So, should we just do it now? Alright, let's put the slaughterhouse in now. There we go. We need to assign one employee to the slaughterhouse once it's built. That's a really big building, but, you know. Oh, good, perfect. Oh, I think I might need an employee. Created a slaughterhouse. Change product. Oh, we have chickens. No. What's this one? Cows. Goats. 44. No. Two cows creates 290 cuts. If we have over 8.5 tons, that's 202,000. That's only 203,000. Okay. Alright, so now we need to assign an employee. I will assign you. Right, build a fruit processing plant to create jams and juice. Right, okay, so now we can actually stop. That one, and let's have... We need another fruit. Blackcurrants. There we go. Blackcurrants. Blackcurrants. Ah, what? I can't destroy it. Why? Ah, there we go. Right, okay, so blackcurrants. So now we have 3 blackcurrants, 3 raspberries, and 3 strawberries. And our slaughterhouse, which I'm going to change the production to cows. So if we move 2 cows from here, move. Right. How do you move cows to a slaughterhouse? A fruit processing plant. Okay, fine. We kind of need to sell some stuff first. So, to the market. Oh, suggested. I'm not... No. $86, $76, $99. There we go. So sell all those and let them build back up again. So how do we send cows to the slaughterhouse? Oh, we need 30 units. We need 30 cows. Bloody hell. Oh. Let's repair that one. We have to repair this one. And they're bloody starving again. Alright, let's change it to goat then. Need 30, oh okay, so you need at least a minimum of 30 units. Okay. Well, they're happy producing, they're keeping all the milk flowing, so that's fine. So what's happening in here? Okay, so let's not produce any cheese right now, so let's just get all the milk up. So I need to build a fruit processing plant. Wow! Yeah, so we need to ramp up milk production, so we need to keep the milk flowing so we can make 380,000. Okay. Ugh, again? Okay, now we're dipping into the realms of we have to make some serious money in order to proceed. So, right now... Okay, so you got blackcurrants, raspberries, strawberries. So we've got plenty of fruit going on. Oh, I've got a diseased field. Great. That's all I need is a diseased field. Ay, ay, ay. We might have to you might actually have to start making some cheese now, I think. Just to make some money back. Ah, awesome. Oh, there we are. So we are making... Oh. We've run out again. Bloody hell. Oh, what a kicker. We may have to change production. Oh, cool. Okay, so we might be able to start seeing a return on the blackcurrants. Keep an eye on our cheeses. Oh, we need another in your silo. Fine, not a problem. As you seem to have loads. Alright, let's change the fertilizer then. Oh, nice. Right, so that's all of our fertilizers changed over for the greenhouses, but we get quite a nifty return on the blackberry. So on the blackcurrant. So let's go to the market and see what we get for 5 grand. It's not too bad. There are worse. And it's chucking it down the rain. What a shock. Oh. Ouch. Oh, that's a pretty good return. Another new bloody animal. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so we basically have to make as much as we can in the space of a month before we lose 75,000 in terms of upkeep, which is really expensive. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, this is basically going to have to be a last minute sale of everything, so... We've got thunderstorms on the way, and we have 4 days before everything comes out, so, and we're currently at 11,000. So I think it may be sell time. When it gets to 29, we'll sell, but we'll sell everything. $226. Done. And we can make it back, like, fairly quickly. Oh. That wasn't bad. I mean, once we know how much we can make during a day, then we know how much we can make in a month. And that should give us some idea of how we can manage it. So we basically make 260 cow's milk a day. 14, 21, 21, 42. So that's 56. So we make 56 sheep's milk a day. At this rate, we make 8,000. Let's say 8,050. So 8,054 cow's milk a month. So this is pretty good for you math wizards as well. See how much the cheese is on its own. 15 grand. Okay. Oh, winter's coming. Uh-oh. Ah. Okay, so we've got 8 days left in December. Oh, that wasn't too bad. That's about 40,000. Still really expensive though. Yeah, I know all of our seasonal staff are not available. But I'm hopeful we can make it back. But then again, that makes the winter months cheaper because we don't have the seasonal stuff. Okay. Goat's milk and sheep's milk are down 20%. So their prices are down 20%. $27,000. No. So if we look at, makes us 62. Okay. Straw. Okay, so let's ramp this up a bit. Let's put this at about 10,000 units. It's a price I can live with, a couple of grand. Yeah. 10,000 units, there we go. So literally over the winter months we just let that build up and build up and build up and build up. And then when we hit spring, that production will just ramp itself up. But we have no seasonal stuff whatsoever. Ooh, that's cold. -5. Wow. I don't think anybody's out in that, but they're still producing. Okay, so how about now for the cheese? 39. Oh, okay, nearly somewhere decent. Oof. Yeah, that was about 40 grand. Well, at least we don't have to pay it again until, the 1st of March. So we should be able to build up quite a bit from then. So we produce 115 a day of cow's cheese. We got a broken machine. Damn it. Machines are breaking because they're not used to the cold. Oh, this is broken. That's broken. Oh, there we go. Just gotta wait on those. That knocked us down a bit. Oof. Well guys, I hope this has given you some insight into the campaign of this game. It gets quite annoying at times when you think you've got a method going and it's working, and then all of a sudden bang, you have to pay all your upkeep and you just watch your bank balance just get absolutely crippled. That's the testy bit, because you then have to figure out how you're going to make it back, and you can't start selling buildings during the campaign. However, I'd say I was doing quite well up until I had to buy a slaughterhouse, which cost me 380 100,000. So, which damn near is crippling in itself. Considering I didn't really have, I only had just shy under 500,000 to buy it with. And then I had to assign the staff. So, yeah. However, we could probably get a half decent return on some of the milk. So let's have a look. Okay, so 10,000 goat's milk. 59. That's tidy. Sheep's milk. 29. Still not bad. Cows. 78. Okay, so these are some pretty good prices right now. 59. Oh, nice. Okay. Right, okay. So we're going to try, when this gets to 31, we'll sell all the cheese on all the milk, and then over the spring and summer months then we can make that all back. Okay, so we've got 3 days. Oh, Jesus. Never mind. We keep going until the spring starts. But if you haven't noticed already, we can lose so much time on these games because we're too busy thinking about how we can, make money and, increase production without dipping into a negative bank balance. And that's the testy bit. And then bang, your upkeep hits, and it's like, oh my god. So we'll give it to the end of March, and then we can, sell. But our milk production is in full swing. We've got a cheese production on the go. Oh, our seasonal workers are back. Snow in March? I mean, really? Right, so we've hit the benchmark for the cheese per ton, which is good. So we can probably start selling some of that off. no. Prices of sheep and goat's milk is down 20%. That's not good. It's not good. That can wait for the moment. Really, they're not starving, come on. Spring's back. We should be making some pretty decent bank right now if we were to sell some stuff now. $80,000 alone just for the cheese. Oh, we need to do that though. So let's see, let's sell this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, that one, and that one. There we go. 385,000. So if we can bite the bullet, if we sell every 3 months, that could be roughly what we can make. And yet, milk production and cheese production is back in full swing. See how much that actually cost, $384. Yeah, it's about 50, 60 grand now, because we're in the summer. Alright guys, we'll wait till we get enough and then we'll do one more sale. And then that will be it for this episode. So, hope you guys have enjoyed it. I know I have, I love this game. I kind of wish I'd known about it sooner. I'd have been all over this. But I only found it day before yesterday, so I've been kind of addicted to it ever since. But that's my problem, and I love these types of games. I hope you guys like these types of games too. If you haven't, I hope I've given you some insight into how this game actually works. So, but yeah, so as always guys, it's been wonderful having you with me, showing you this and showing you that, and getting a bit testy. No rage quit. Alright, we don't rage quit. Here at Cake Gaming, we don't rage quit. We're professionals. So as always guys, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more episodes from Down on the Farm with Cake Farm Limited, then why not hit the subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications, that way you will never miss an episode of when I go live. So in the next one, we're continuing with the campaign. We now have to start buying fruit processing equipment and buildings, so we can start making jams and juices. So as always, a big shout out to NG21 Gaming. Nick, nice one bro, thanks for tuning in, even though you just got in from work. You're probably knackered, but nice one, cheers bro. Dr. No Sleep, who's currently living in a hotel in Vegas for the next 3 days, you lucky git. and Benji, who turned up right at the very start of this, and he had to go, unfortunately. But that is the nature of the beast. When life gets in the way, we have to make sacrifices, but it's all good. So cheers, Benji, for tuning in, brother. So hopefully, guys, I will see you for the next one, which will be coming at you very, very soon for episode 3 of Down on the Farm. So until next time, I'm going to polish off this last sail, and then I will leave you lovely people to it. So our last sail of the stream, guys, is currently 53,395, which is a decent chunk of change. That will do that one too. And that will be that. So our bank balance is now currently sitting at 377,000, which is decent. So we're going to let this crack up, and I will see you for the next live. So until then, this is Farm Manager 2022. I am Cakewald, and I will see you again very, very soon. So take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you for the next one. See you later, guys. Take care.